Alright, first and foremost, gotta give all praises, honor and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKadosh. Double honors to the apostles and the elders that do well at Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to all the Akim out there pushing His gospel in sincerity and truth. Say shalom to the humble and sincere sisters out there as well. There are some of the brothers from the JMS Strand camp come out to prophesy the words of the Heavenly Father, whose real name is Yahweh, who you ignorantly call God and Lord, in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahushai, whom you ignorantly know as Jesus Christ. Right, to wake up our people, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, the Latinos that are the true children of Israel, right, to wake them up to their identity, to their heritage, and to also bring the so-called white man into his identity as well, right, being Esau, Edom, the devil that the Bible speaks of, right, to tell our people, hey, to repent, to turn back to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, to come back to the ways of old, to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments, and have faith, and to wait upon the Lord, for destruction is near. Right? And hey, the Lord is coming back to destroy the so-called white man. He's coming back to destroy these other nations, and He's coming to destroy the wicked out of Israel, which are the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Latinos. Right? And what we want to touch on today is this pagan custom, right, that was celebrated yesterday, which is known as Diwali, right, or Deepavali. Right? This custom, it have nothing to do with our people. Right, as I say, been saying, the so-called blacks, the Latinos, the natives. This is not of our ways. This is not of our customs. And the scriptures, the Lord shows us that He created Israel to be a separate people, to be a holy people, right? For Himself, to be not conformed to the world, to not go after the gods of the nations, right? I know this is a article, I plot down some of the most important points. Right, the Diwali, it says Diwali, a festival of lights. Festival of lights is a Hindu religion. It's a festival and one of the most important festivals with Hinduism. It says spiritual victory of light over darkness, good over evil, and knowledge over ignorance. It's widely associated with Mother Lakshmi, goddess of prosperity, and Ganesha, god of wisdom and the remover of obstacles. It said the religious significance of Diwali. Diwali is the day Rama, Sita, Lakshman, Hanuman reached Ayodhya after a period of 14 years in exile after Rama's army of good defeated demon king Ravana's army of evil. Right, so this is the backstory of this custom. Right, good over evil. Right, with their gods overcoming evil. Now you ask yourself, where is this in the scriptures? Where is this in the Bible? Where does the Lord say that we are to keep Diwali? Right? The scriptures talk about adding and taking away. Right? The Lord gave a law unto the Israelites that they ought to keep, and Diwali is not a part of that law. You understand?
There is Deuteronomy 30 verse 15. He says, see, I have set before thee this day life and good, and death, and evil, saying that I command thee this day to love the Lord thy God, to walk in His way, and to keep His commandments, and His statutes, and His judgment, that thou mayest live, and multiply, and the Lord thy God shall bless thee in the land whether thou goest to possess. Right, so the Lord, He said before we, life and death. Is to choose life, to walk after His ordinances, and Diwali is not one of His ordinances. That is either custom, that is death, that is choosing death, worshipping these other gods, going to keep, these other gods ceremony, the feast, most likely in the feast days, right? He didn't set that, for the children of Israel to do. He gave you laws, statutes, and commandments as guidelines. As the scripture says in 2 Ezra, the Lord had given straight commandments such as what they should do to live and what they should do to avoid punishment. So the Lord, we are holy people, He separated, not to keep these things, not to follow the ways. Amen.
Precept here, the Exodus chapter 20, start at verse 1. It says, and power spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. He said, thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I, the Lord thy power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. So when you look up the definition of the word gods, it refers to the Alahayim. It says rulers, judges, divine ones. And then when you look up the definition of the word serve, it says to work for another, to labor, to serve as subjects, to be led or enticed, to serve, to enslave. Right? So the Lord saying, hey, not to serve these gods, not to labor after these gods. Because a lot of our people went out of their way to make sure that the children and they themselves were decked in Elamite Hindu dress wear. Right? Went out of the way to make sure that they had diyas and fireworks. Clean their house, right? Because back to the article, it say it's prepared for this feast by cleaning, renovating and decorating their homes and illuminating interior and exterior with diyas. Right? And a lot of our people partook in that, lighting diyas, celebrating Diwali. Right? Because fireworks in itself, there's nothing wrong with lighting fireworks, but these people dedicated this fireworks towards Diwali as it being this festival of light overcoming darkness. That is the purpose of the diyas as well. And the Lord is saying not to labor after these things, not to become enslaved by it. You are not to serve these gods. Thou shalt have no other gods, no other rulers, judges, divine ones before Yahweh. Right? Where's Lakshmi in the Bible? Where's Hanuman and Ganesha and all these gods? Where are they in the Bible? They are idols created by who? These Elamites, your enemies. You understand? So hey, still like that, but I mean, they don't really necessarily, they don't need no deep breakdown. Just how people so wicked they wouldn't understand it.
Scripture say, you know, there are new gods that really came. Which our forefathers, you know, ain't know about. You know, in their time, they know about who is Mother Lakshmi, who is Hanuman. These are new gods that really came. Alright, Scripture saying there's Psalm 81 verse 9. He said, there shall no strange god be in thee, neither shalt thou worship any strange god. But these are strange gods. These are gods that have no life. They can't save, they can't deliver, they can't put one to death, they can't do anything. Right? These are the works of men's hands. Right? Are these gods they make? They're better than the gods they make. Even the plate or the cup that they drink tea, better than the gods. Because they can still have use for a cup to drink tea in. But God, that's just like a broken vessel. It has no use. When it's broken, right? Your door in your house, more better than the gods you worship. They can still close it in and keep away, you know, the predators, keep away the bandits, you know, but your God can't defend, they can't protect you. They are no gods, they are idols, you know.
Yeah. And you see the difference between our power and their gods is that our power created us. They created their gods with their imaginations. Right? So all the gods that they talk about, you understand? We're not just Hinduism, but Islam, Christianity, Greek, Roman, Norse mythology. All these gods they've been created by them. You understand? And as the brother said, their gods have no power because they don't exist. The same way your thoughts in itself have no power. It's the same thing with these gods. They don't exist. They're not real. Right? No matter how much they pray to them and burn incense and make sacrifice unto them, their gods are not real. The Heavenly Father, His name is Yahweh, which means He is, He to be, He exists. He is the existing one. I am. Right? He is. He existed before the foundations of the earth, before the universe, before everything, before anything ever was. The ancient of days, right, existed before time. That is the power we ought to serve. That is the God of the Israelites, the God of the blacks, the Latinos, the Native Americans. So people have no purpose and no reason to be running after the gods of the nations.
When you watch some other idols, you'll be seeing them with big sledgehammer, with big knife, with big daggers, with big spears in the hand, like if they could do something, if they're going to do something with that. Like if they're going to win some kind of war or some kind of thing, right? And they can't move, they can't see, right? They can't speak, they can't get warning. There's nothing. And the scripture says in the letter of Jeremiah 1 verse 12, he said, yet cannot these gods save themselves from rust and moth, though they be covered with purple raiment. So much less, you know, hey, to protect themselves from bandits. They can't protect themselves from dust, from cobwebs, from bird squat, from bat squat. They can't protect themselves from that. Now the people who you worship are to come and clean you, are to come and dust you out, take a room and sweep out the cobwebs out for you. Right? But use our power, use our God. Right? He said they wipe their face because of the dust in the temple, when there is much upon them. And he that cannot put to death one that offended him, holdeth a spear, holdeth a scepter, as though he were a judge of the country. And you see now, hey, a lot of them, you know, people ravishing them, you know, he breaking them up, you know, he taking the ritual off of them. Right? You see now a lot of that happening, you know, over here. Right? They can't escape from thieves and robbers. They're vandalizing the house. Right? And guess what? He stand up there free, can't alert nobody. Can't do nothing. Right? He said he had also in his hand a dagger and an axe, but he cannot deliver himself from war or thieves.
Hey, and these Hindus and them, if you really, why they try to maintain the gods, as the brother was saying. They had to come and dust them off. And on top of that, they had to feed. Where are gods supposed to be your provider? Here it is, they providing for their gods. They had to set out food for their god, milk, water. They had to clothe their god. They had to protect their god. So is that really it come like they are the gods of their god? Because that is the purpose of our power. Protection, to guide, to give wisdom, to nurture, to clothe, to feed, to provide, to protect. You understand? That is the purpose of our Heavenly Father. And they're doing that for their God. So it's almost as if them is the gods. And the things that they're worshipping is their subjects. Because these things have, as the brother said, no strength within them. They have no life within them. They don't exist. Right? Precept here in Leviticus chapter 26 verse 1. It says, ye shall make you no idols, no graven image. Neither rear ye up a standing image, neither shall ye set up any image of stone in your land, to bow down unto it. For I am the Lord, your power. Right? And wherever you see Lord in caps, the Most High's name is there. Right? So it says, ye shall not make you no idols, no graven image, neither rear ye up a standing image, neither shall ye set up any image of stone in your land, to bow down unto it. For I am Yahweh, your power. And there's a clear commandment. It have no way to go against this. A lot of you fools, you understand, like to say that hey, is a oneness in Trinidad, and that, you know, everybody religion is respected, and that we's all one people. So it's no sin if I celebrate Diwali and celebrate Eid al-Fitr and then celebrate Christmas, you know, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day. It don't matter. We could just celebrate everything because we's one people. That is garbage. Nowhere is that found in the scriptures. The Lord say what to do and what not to do. And one of the things not to do is to go after these idols.
You know, a lot of people today be amazed at these things when they see them getting all kind of manner, colors and fashion. You know, it is amazing, right? You see, you know, the God looking nice. You know, and Jay gonna get amused with that and going and follow the heathen custom. That's how the scripture says when you read Wisdom of Solomon 15 verse, I'll start at verse 3. He said, for to know thee is perfect, righteous, yea, to know thy power is the root of immortality. To know the true power is the root of immortality. He said, for neither did the mischievous invention of men deceive us, nor an image spotted with diverse colors, the painter's fruitless labors. Waste of time. He wasted labor, he sweated vain. He said, the sight whereof enticeth fools to lust after it, and so they desire the form of a dead image that had no breath. Yeah. It enticed fools. And they will see all people in today worshipping a dead image. Right? That cannot do nothing, that cannot save. Right? And yet we need to see our people in our madness. Majority is jakes going whoring after other gods. As people say, had a nation change their gods, which are yet no gods, but my people change of glory. You see jakes in all kind of things. Jake in so much that kind of thing except he own. That's why the scripture say ox know his own and ass his master crib. But Israel do not consider. And that in Jake today, they don't consider. Right? They want to serve the power to turn back. As the scripture say in Isaiah 55, verse 7. To let him wicked forsake we and the unrighteous man is taught, and let me turn back unto the heavenly Father. Jake just want to remain in this low state. Jake like as the scripture say, is Israel a homeborn slave? Jake like the comfortable in this low state. Jake comfortable with these heathens over we. Jake comfortable with that. They're getting a little minimum wage and they're content with that. Right? These are people robbed and spoiled. All they've seen what these nations doing. They don't like all you. They hate all you. Right? They know your power. They know your power is the true power. Don't feel these nations, they may know that. They know that. Don't feel when the Lord was distressing Egypt. Don't feel the word then went out. That hey, God and Moses distressing them out, the pigs. Yeah, the word went out. Right? They know our power. They know the laws, statutes, and commandments was given unto me. Right? They know when we disobey with power, hey, we're gonna get punished. And that's why them pray for that, them love that. For they to commit iniquity. So they gonna remain in that low state, and they Sparta, it's to show the so-called white man deception we use to give all the Christianity to turn all your way from all your power. Right? So he can remain, on top. Because all they're gonna get whipped, all they're gonna get beaten. Right? And these we force, and all people don't wanna come out of that mentality to see that, hey, what kind of man go do that, boy? They turn me away from this, boy, and give me something else that worth nothing, that may go in and profit me, boy. They're just gonna bring destruction unto my soul. What kind of man go do that unto a man, boy? An enemy! And then all the people afraid to realize that all you have enemies. These people hate the Most High. All of them is antichrist. They're against your Basham, your Shai. And your people can't see that. You all love these nations. You all want to continue to work for these dogs. These people who is nothing. A dog is better than them. You all people don't want to rise and be above these nations, right? You all don't want to turn and fear your Basham, your Shai. And this is what the white man afraid. He do all it to turn to all your true power, because he know it's going to be crucial for him. He know it's going to be doomed for him. If Jake only come back to you, to remembrance, come back to your right mind and serve your Basham, your Shai, the white man where the kingdom over in a split second. So he aims to turn all your from all your power, and Jake can't see that.
The scriptures say that if the people, after they receive the blessing and the curse, right, if they would turn back to the Most High, all the curses that are upon Israel, the Lord going to put it upon all the heathen and upon all them that hate thee. If you read about that, I think it's in Isaiah 10, who Assyrian, the word of mine anger. Right, the Lord basically showed that even though them is the weapons that he used to punish us with, they're gonna receive destruction for doing it. You understand? So as the brother was saying, these nations not even better than dogs. Because dogs have sense. Animals have sense. Creatures have sense. That's why the Lord preserved them during the flood. Because these creatures actually do what they were told to do. You understand? Be fruitful and multiply, and they have the ability to keep that. But you want to listen to things, to people, to beings that actually lower than beasts. Mainly the so-called white man. But why is it that Hinduism, Christianity, Islam does always be pushed? Because if you really watch the holidays we just celebrate, the majority of them goes back to those two religions: Christianity, Islam, and Hinduism. And then you have the Valentine's Day, go back to Rome and all these things. But everything that we celebrate in this country and in the world is idolatry. Because each one of these holidays is tied with a god. And that this day is for that specific god, whether it be a Hindu god or a Christian god or Islam. And the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 20, it says, "But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils and not to Yahweh. And I would not that ye should have fellowship with devils." This is clear cut. The Lord saying is not to have fellowship, not to go hand in hand, not to be friends with devils. The Lord is calling these other nations devils. Not to go hand in hand with them, nor the gods that they serve. Verse 21, it says, "You cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils. You cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and of the table of devils." So either choose, either with Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, or you're with death. And to go into these harlot houses, what you call churches, these mosques, these temples, to worship these days, that you choosing death. The verse 22, it said, "Do we provoke the Lord to jealousy? Are we stronger than He?" Oh, and they to show you our people. They're going to really see the true terror of the Lord. You really think the Most High in the kingdom right now, watching His people dressing up like the heathens, lighting beers, praying to their gods, you understand, and celebrating. You don't think the Most High, that are pissing the Most High off? They say he firstborn, He chosen children, His sons and daughters, running after other gods. You don't think that's stirring up some in the Most High? Because if it was pissed the men of the Lord off, how much so Yahweh Hashem Yahushua?
Look at it at this point of view. When a man have a wife, and that wife go on to our next man, that man gonna rage like hell. He wanna kill that woman. He wanna kill that woman, he wanna kill that man. Because he don't want next man going in that sauce. He want next man going in that twat. Right? So if we are the wives of the Heavenly Father, right, He's the husbandry, and we go on to these other philosophies, these other gods, the scripture says, "For jealousy is the rage of a man, and he shall not spare in the day of judgment." So when you provoke your husband unto anger, when you provoke the Most High unto anger continually, because that is Israel, they're continually doing wickedness and serving. And the Lord stretched out the hand against the rebellious people. Right? The Lord anger is stirring up. And that's why the Lord said, if he fierce anger, the Lord gonna leave this place. And He's gonna render His fierce anger upon the heathens and upon 2/3 of Israel. Don't feel them gonna get escape. Them gonna feel the wrath. Just as the so-called white man and these heathen nations are gonna feel it. And the scripture says it do hurt. He's gonna melt them. If you really do a little history and see the power of these ICBMs, the fire don't even want to touch you in. Just that devouring wind, just that blast, just that radiation, that Lord gonna melt you. That is how dread it is. It's more powerful 10 times than the first atomic bomb. With a drop on Hiroshima, Nagasaki. Right, the upgrade. And that's why the scripture said the Lord had opened His armory. Yeah, He created these smiths, these scientists, right, to make it powerful, right, to upgrade the technology. And that's how 2/3 of James, 2/3 of the Israelites.
also, as the brother to add to what the brother is saying, the nukes, as he said, it upgraded. But you scripture say, but they're gonna dark out the sun. You understand? They're gonna blot out the sun. An innumerable amount of nukes with a greater destructive ability gonna rain down on Babylon. You understand? I knew. So imagine how fierce and how terrible that going to be. Because you don't need that amount of nukes, but that will not going to overwhelm you people. Because you don't need all that to destroy America. Let be for real. America is a great landmass, but it's gonna be thousands, hundreds of thousands, all manner and nukes hitting America from all different points. Millions. And don't think the Caribbean gonna get away from it. Because your brother said with the radiation. A nuclear matter hit Trinidad for it to be wiped out. You understand? If all the nukes was to hit America alone, because we know that it's not gonna happen. But if the nukes was to hit America alone, they will wipe out the entire Caribbean. The blast radius will wipe out the Caribbean. The radiation will wipe out the Caribbean. So you people gonna continue as a game. Like it's a game, and you know, continue to worship these idols and think that you have no repercussions for your actions.
These things gonna cause some massive tidal waves. You know, and all these places, you know, when they remove the ancient landmarks, they put roads and they put houses and things and they backfill back the sea. Hey, they're gonna take it back. They're gonna take it back. You know, all these places will be low sea level. Hey, there's something here all you never see before. What's gonna come? There's something all you never witnessed yet.
And it's gonna be, we can't even fathom that level of destruction, because we saw how that atomic bomb that was released. We saw the destruction that in itself alone brought. That one nuke. You understand? So imagine millions from all sides. Scripture say all that bend the bow, you know, gather around Babylon. That's roughly paraphrasing the scripture. So don't even think that it's just Babylon alone gonna get. Babylon gonna get the majority of it. Wherever wickedness dwells, just best believe Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is gonna find it out. And everybody gonna receive a recompense and a judgment for the things that they have done. Right? In the book of Psalms chapter 115, start at verse 1, it says, not unto us, O Lord, not unto us, but unto thy name give glory, for thy mercy and for thy truth's sake. Wherefore should the heathen say, where is now their God? But our God is in the heavens. He had done whatsoever he had pleased. Right? Because they're looking for our God, but our God is not of this world. We didn't craft our power. The Most High craft us. The Most High is in the heavens. The Most High is above the earth. He's above the universe. He exists outside of what we know as reality, because he created the reality that we live in.
That is that true power. You know, we were made in the image of him. He created we. We didn't create he. Like, you know, these idols we all worship, we all create these things. How these things can be our power?
And in verse 4, it say, I'll start off verse 2, it say, but our God is in the heavens. He had done whatsoever he had pleased, right? Because he's the Most High. He could do whatever he desires. And there's none that could oppose him. So that is our next cut for you Christians that say Satan fighting against the Most High. The Lord could do whatever he desires. There's no force that could come against him. There's nothing equal to him. Verse 4, it said their idols are silver and gold, the work of men's hands. They have mouths, but they speak not. Eyes have they, but they see not. They have ears, but they hear not. Noses have they, but they smell not. They have hands, but they handle not. Feet have they, but they walk not. Neither speak they through their throat. They that make them are like unto them. So is everyone that trusted in them. O Israel, trust thou in the Lord. He is their help and their shield. A lot of you Israelites that like to run to these soothsayers and these witches and these sorcerers for help. for financial help and stability, for health, for protection and all these things. Scripture say the Most High is we help. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is we support system. Right? But it say what they have nose, right? You craft a nose for them, but it have no use for it. You craft out eyes, but the eyes it have no purpose. The hands, they can't even move their own hands. A God that do him the ability to rule over his own body. He can't even move his hands. He can't even see.
The wood that craft out these gods with that treat the wood from termites and from all kind of insects who gonna eat it. There's Wisdom of Solomon 13, start at verse 13. You see, I'm taking the very refuse among those which serve to no use, being a crooked piece of wood and full of nuts, have crafted diligently when he had nothing else to do, and form it by the skill of his understanding, and fashion it to the image of a man. He say, or made it like some vile beast, as you see some other gods today, like vile beast. It's a lion, monkey, all manner of images are vile beasts. He said, laid it over with melon and with paint, coloring it red and covering every spot therein. And when he had made a convenient room for it, set it in a wall and made it stood fast with iron, so he died. Why he supposed to, your God so we providing for you? You want to make a house, you build a house for your God. You jam up in a corner of a wall, you put iron separation in case of earthquake, in case of storm, you can't fall long. Right? So you brace up your God. Right? He said, for he provided for it, that it might not fall, knowing that it was unable to help itself. For it is an image and had need of help. Our power is almighty, he don't need no help. He don't need nobody to do nothing for him, because he almighty. We need help. But the gods you create, the gods you build need help. You are to feed him, you are to give him milk. You are to sweep him out, you are to tidy up. Right? You are to brace him up that he can't fall. What kind of power is that? Like paying things, profit good for nothing. He said, then make it he pray for his goods, for his wife and children, and is not ashamed to speak to that which had no life. They just show that they ain't no shame. You will see them going and pray to these idols, speaking to these idols like if the idols them could talk back. Like if they go and show them a vision in a dream, know it is Yahweh Basham Yoshai. The speak to men in dreams, live it power. Not these dead idols, not these false image. Right? Yahweh Basham Yoshai.
Niggas, hey, you when you went to school for social studies, they teach you all their pagan pagan holidays, and we never question it. Why is it that they don't teach our people the true holidays that we are to keep? They teach you how to keep they teach you how to keep the Wali, they teach you the history, they teach you how to keep it, what they do on that day. Same for Christmas, Valentine's Day, all these things they make you write down in a notebook and study and remember. Imagine that. Revise it. Remember, let it stick in your mind. You understand? All these pagan holidays, they will have to stick in your mind. But the things of the Lord, they were to keep that. There's no account of the Passover in my social studies book. There's no account of the Israelites. There's no account of anything that deals with truth in my social studies book. The only thing that could be found in that book is paganism. You understand? And idolatry. A precept in the book of Isaiah chapter 44 verse 6, it says, thus saith the Lord, the King of Israel, and his Redeemer, the Lord of hosts, I am the first and I am the last, and beside me there is no God. Right, so you have no God beside the Most High. He's the King, he's the ruler, he's the omnipotent, omniscient being. Right, you see how in your practices, They talk about 2,000 gods and thousands and thousands of gods. The Most High don't deal like that. To only have Yahweh. And he's the easy head. You understand? Verse 7. It says, and who, as I shall call and shall declare it, and set it in order for me, since I appointed the ancient people, and the things that are coming and shall come, let them show unto them. Jump unto verse 9, it said, they that make a graven image are all of them vanity, and their delectable things shall not profit, and they are of their own witnesses. They see not, nor know, that they may be ashamed. Say, who hath formed a god or molten a graven image that is profitable for nothing? Behold, all his fellows shall be ashamed, and the workmen, they that are men, let them all be gathered together, let them stand up, yet they shall fear, and they shall be ashamed together. You understand? So, hey, is judgment going to come to them, and you know why they're going to be ashamed? Because in these last days, when they're calling upon these dumb idols, they're not going to get a response, because the Most High that giving them the response. The scripture said he deceive, and the deceiver is the Lord control both sides. Everything goes back to the Most High. So in these last days, they used to call it on Brahma, they used to call it on Vishnu, they used to call it on Allah, they used to call it on Jesus, and things happening. You know, they get promotion at work, you know, they pray to make their womb fruitful, whatever the case is. You understand? And they receive it. And then what they say? They say, thank Jesus, in Jesus' name. Thank your Father, right? Thank your Allah, and all these things. But in the last days, when the Most High stop to that, they're going to be calling. They're going to be calling, they're going to be begging. And then they're going to realize that all the things that they worship were not real. That they were false. And that is where the confusion, the scriptures talk about the confusion. That's where the madness is going to begin. That's where the hopelessness is going to start. You understand? Because if you really think about it, remember these people in their religions as govern their life. Right? Look at for example, the Buddhists. They tend to live a very peaceful life with meditation and the different practices to acquire peace and joy and inner happiness and all these things, right? When they come to the understanding that the God they serve don't exist and that the whole religion was based upon lies, you don't think they're gonna flip a switch in these people, that they're gonna send them crazy when they realize that Jesus Christ was just an idol, and that everything that they're trying to pray for, they ain't gonna get it, and famine and death and suffering is in the midst, and they have truly no protection from it. You don't think they're gonna make them crazy too? You understand? You Jakes don't realize what's coming. So Jacob's trouble, hey, what's gonna happen to us has never happened to us before. The destruction that coming to this earth has never touched the earth like this before.
It's gonna be worse than slavery. And slavery was fierce, so much less this to come. Much less the wrath of Yahweh Hashem Yashai. It was a terrible thing to fall into the hands of the living power. Right? Knowing that, you know, and then Jake, you know, things, the wickedness with Jake, you know, worshiping these idols and thinking they're prospering and, you know, they're getting little bread, you know, they have a job, you know, they have life. You know, not spiritual, they ain't spiritual minded, you know. That they wake up in the morning, you know, they're gonna glory the gods, they're gonna glory these idols like the idols do that. Right? That everything they get, whether, you know, they get a little money, you know, they get some promotion, they get something, they glory in these idols. Just say, my glory shall not give unto another, no praise. Right? You worship the living power. He opened my eyes that morning, right? He gave his strength to go to labor. The Lord do that. I should just say in 1 Corinthians 3, verse 6, he said, I have planted, Apollos watered, but God gave the increase. So then neither is he that planted anything, neither he that watered it, but God that gave it the increase. It is Most High. right, that begin to increase. Right? You feel these nations and them are prospering right now. You think it's their gods give them that? That is not their gods give them that. We were warned. We were warned, right, by Moses through the Heavenly Father, that if we hearken unto the commandments, we shall be a blessed nation over all these nations. But if we ain't hearken unto the voice of thy Lord to do all his commandments, these is the curses going to come upon we. The Lord say he's going to make these nations the head and he's going to make we the tail. And that's why you see the so-called Negroes, Latinos and Native American Indians in this low state. You see that the Chinese over you, the East Indians them over you, Arabs them over you, Africans them over you, the so-called white man over you, all these nations over you, because they sin against our power. So the Lord give it the increase. The vex you. Knowing this world was created for Israel's sake. And see dogs come past you. See these scripture, these heathens, but the Lord said they are nothing, they like spit. I've begun to be lords over we and devouring we. Watch how they will deal with these jakes and them, watch how these centurions and them just deal with jakes and them. Jake will raise up his hand with a comb in his hand and get riddled down with bullets. But Esau will have the physical gun in his hand and they will talk you down. Yeah? He might plead insanity and give up. But the scripture say, you know, who oppressors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. They want to take blame. And that's why when you read the scripture in Revelation, I think Revelation 9. Revelation 9, last week.
Revelation chapter 9 verse 20, see, and the rest of the men which were not killed by these plagues, yet repented not of the works of their hands, that they should not worship devils and idols of gold and silver and brass and stone and of wood, which neither can see nor hear nor walk. Neither repented they of their murders, nor of their sorceries, nor of their fornication, nor of their thefts.
Yes, so he's so called him and he repent. If he's sorry for what he do unto you Negroes, to you Israelites, you feel the so-called white man sorry. You feel these nations, I'm sorry for what I did to all them. Them much all has nothing. Right? And you all want to stick up in the ass.
So like, yeah, the slave movies, the birth of one nation, 12 years as slave, roots. Who you think make these movies? You understand? It wasn't the so-called black man. Edomites was the ones that actually made these movies. So they put it in the television and on the sites and whatever the cases, showing you that, yeah, we was the ones that enslaved all, yeah? We was the ones that beat and kill, rape, rob and murder, rape your mothers and your daughters, even your sons, you understand? We was the ones that do all these atrocious things. And what could all you do? Absolutely nothing. You just had to sit down, watch a movie and get vexed and then move on. You can't do nothing.
Yeah, you saw no Jake so foolish, right? Because he know the devil know, right? He know in the scripture say, you know, the devil also believes and trembles. He saw know about the chariots, he know about the destruction, he know what is about to happen. But guess what? Jake so bugged out. Jake didn't have a clue. Jake didn't even know you himself, right? Much less know what's going on. So the so-called white man, he's showing you that, he actually showing all that he hate all and all they can't pick up. The scripture says, the own mouth gonna utter iniquity. He doesn't lay all you know. He's showing all these things in movies, and that not stirring up all your minds to say, boy, nah boy, but turn back to the power. But turn back to the living power, boy. You know? Vengeance belonging to Yahweh Shem Yahshai, where you can't go to the white man with no sword. Our weapon is not carnal, but spiritual, right? Vengeance belonging to Yahweh Shem Yahshai. The Lord is going to put the spirit on us to defeat them. Scripture says Israel is his battle axe, his weapons of war. And with them he's going to destroy the nation. So we got to wait on our power to receive that power to defeat them.
And then these Israelites act as if what we say is garbage. But it's not a mystery to see that the so-called white man has oppressed our people for hundreds of years. You understand? That is not no big mystery. As you say, it's put out in the movies. It's clear cut to see that the so-called white man been oppressing our people, and not just the so-called blacks but the Latinos as well. To the point that they found them on the land. You understand? They found Christopher Columbus came over and found these people on the land. Right? They were there first, and he still oppressed them and gave them all manner of diseases and killed off their livestock so that they would starve to death and rule over them. And even the so-called black man, we were the ones that built America. America became what it is today off of our free labor. Yet what have these people that were enslaved, that were killed, what did they receive in return? To live in the ghettos, to live in the reservations, to work all the low-end jobs, to get minimum wage, right? In fact, they even call it the so-called blacks in America what? Minorities. How did the people of the Lord, the kings of the earth, the gods on the earth, how did the gods become minorities? How did they become the lowest? And that proves the scriptures where the Lord said what? Our enemies will be what? The head, and we shall be what? The tail. The minority. You understand? The less in the society. Our people are looked down upon. That scripture said they would lend to us, and we wouldn't be able to lend to them. We are in that low, crouched down state. And it's the Most High put our people there for what? Their disobedience. For breaking the laws, statutes, and commandments.
They just show Jake so bug out, and they will believe anything. Right? The so-called white man tell them, yeah, Apocrypha is not no content book. You know, they had that removed. That they lining up with scriptural prophecy, you know, that would have it removed. They Jake and Nancy's story, Jake believed that. But guess what? The Apocrypha is one of the key in unlocking the mysteries, prophecies. Because how you think Christopher Columbus get to find the natives and them? He said it himself. He read it in the book of Ezra. The same book where they say it don't line up. It's not a content book, that removed. But guess what? The white man reading it, he knows. Right? Things was written there showing that they were going to do in generations to come. He's seeing these things. For all these men, Alexander, Darius, all these men were in the scriptures, was prophesied before they even come. Right? So when he see it that, nah boy, I'm gonna keep this, I'm gonna hide this from them, boy. Can't let them see this, boy. You get all your Nancy story and all you believe that. Right? And all you believe that. And that Jake. They like smooth saying. They like how the white man just present himself. You know, they like that craftiness. Yeah, the white man could well speak and he could well talk. Now it scripture say words was smooth like butter. But guess what? You have a plan behind it. All with the white man tell you, all with the soap, what this devil say. You have an aim behind it. Whether he come helping and they a little piece of money or he bill a little home for you, he have an aim behind that. I watching a documentary. We went into Nigeria and we was helping some of the Igbo tribes and them. You know, fixing up toilets and building little huts and things for them. And guess what we present to them? You know what we bring for them? A Christmas tree. You bring a Christmas tree for them. So you don't look into indoctrinate Jake, you know, you don't look into bring them here. You know, to them worshiping, you know, the so-called Jesus. You bring a Christmas tree for them. They have a aim now, the scripture said, never trust thine enemy. Though he come crouching and humbling, the iniquity, the wickedness there. Right?
Right. The book of Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 1, it says, hear the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. That's why learn not the way of the heathen. Celebrating Diwali, celebrating Christmas, Mother's Day, Father's Day, all these holidays that we as Trinidadians celebrate. That is learning the way of the heathen. Because the way of the heathen is not of the Most High. If you are so-called believer of the Bible and a follower of the Bible, then you would follow the things that the Bible teaches. The Bible doesn't teach Diwali. There's nowhere in the Bible you could find Diwali or find Christmas or find Ash Wednesday and Lent and all these things. Them things not do exist in the scriptures. So if it's not here, then where could it be received? It gotta be out, it gotta be evil. Because this day life, the scripture said the knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life. And in Yahushua is life. Right? This book is a book of wisdom, it's a book of prophecy, it's a book of truth. You understand? So if you celebrating Diwali and all these things that they not of the Bible, so if it's not truth, then it's a lie. If it's not good, then it's evil. And you should learn not the way of the heathen. Diwali is a Hindu religion, a Hindu celebration. Right? Diwali is a Hindu celebration. Our people are supposed to be keeping the Passover and keeping the Sabbath and the Day of Atonement and the Feast of Tabernacles and Purim and the Feast of Trumpets and the New Moons, and these days were our people supposed to be keeping, because these are the holy days that are found in the scriptures. You tell, and it's crazy because you could come to Jake and tell them about Passover and Sabbath. They would not care, you understand? They would have no form of how to put it, desire. They would have no form of desire to keep these days. But Diwali coming up, Christmas coming up, they're going to spend all the money that they don't have, right? They're going to spend all the money that they don't have to worship another false god. Because Jesus Christ is a false god, whether you believe it or not. Right? The name Jesus Christ goes back to Serapis Christos. And Serapis Christos was a god formed by Ptolemy I. Because Ptolemy I proclaimed himself as God, and his son Ptolemy II was proclaimed as the Son of God. Right? And Ptolemy was one of the generals underneath Alexander the Great. And one of the regions that Ptolemy ruled over was Egypt. And the Egyptians, they didn't want to conform to the idea that Ptolemy II was their god. So what Ptolemy I did was he took two of their gods, mixed it in with what he was talking about. Mixed it into what he was talking about, and then they get Serapis Christos, right? Christos means anointed. And then that translates to Iesus Christos. And then Jesus Christos. And then Jesus Christ as you know it today. And then the image that you see is Caesar Borgia. You understand? So Jesus Christ and Christmas in itself is a false custom.
What are the people them back then who were calling themselves Christians, who actually worship as a Serapis
Christos.
They were calling themselves Christians.
Followers of Christ. You understand? So and our people they worship and they love Jesus Christ. And where did they learn Christianity from? Where did our people learn Christianity from? They learned it through slavery. And who taught Christianity? The slave master, the enemy, overseers, right? The devil. They were the ones that preached Christianity. And it was so intense that they would put you to death if you wouldn't conform to their ways. That's why when they're watching the movie Roots, right, when they catch Kunta Kinte and they tie them up, they say, "What's your name?" And he was saying he birth name, and they was beating him and saying, "Well, your name is Toby." And that's how they dealt with our people. That you'll be put to death. The parents will be put to death. You'll take away your children if you don't conform to our ways and you don't believe in our God. That's why the majority of our people today, the so-called blacks, the Latinos, the natives, they are in Christianity. I believe it's either 70-something to 80-something% of blacks are in Christianity. You go to your grandparents' house and you see a picture of a white man hung up on their wall. You understand? Or a man on a cross, right, hanged up on their wall. And that is the image that they worship. That is the image that they believe in. And the so-called white man is their savior. And he's their deliverer, he's their provider, their protector. But they're gonna get a rude awakening. Because the true son of the Most High, whose name is Yahushua, he doesn't have red skin. He doesn't have blue eyes and blonde hair. He's a dark skinned man with woolly, white woolly hair. As the scriptures say.
Yeah, In Sirach 12 verse 6, he said, for the Most High hated sinners and will pay vengeance unto the ungodly and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment. Right? So a lot of you Israelites today that feel that you all continue doing wickedness and hey, nothing happening, all they prospering. As scripture say, sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. All you saying that all ain't dying as yet. The Lord keeping all you until the mighty day of your punishment. Right? And to show how Jake so blind. As scripture say, who is blind like my servant, right? Who is blind like we, our people, right? The Lord left blueprints that he destroyed the ungodly, destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. They went back to that place and find the sulfur ball, find ash, all these things as evidence. The Lord leaves back these things, for them not to live ungodly. The white man told you something, you've seen a lot of you Israelite effeminate, changing all your sex, being all abominable. Because the so-called white man say, you could be who you want to be. That the Most High had apologized for destroying Sodom and Gomorrah because two homosexuals, they could love each other. Right? And if God is of love, why you want to destroy love? That if this man loves this next man, they love each other. Why the Lord want to intervene and kill them? And it's of love. The Lord didn't create that. Right? That is abomination. Man and man can reproduce, woman and woman can reproduce. Right? And you all fall in that bubble. Right? And then and that is part of all the judgment too. That scripture said the deceiver and the deceiver are him. The Lord going to send all the strong delusions and make all the believers lie. That two man and man can live together. And love each other and have sex. That right in all your eyes. All you see that as righteousness. And the scripture says, go unto them that call evil good and good evil. That when you even the natural use of a woman to go unto a boy, right? To go unto a boy, you even the natural use of a woman to go unto a man. Where you could bring forth seed from the woman, you leave that to go in a rectum. You all need death, bro. You Israelites need death, and they will come and tell you. Death and destruction for all you non-binaries, all you transgenders. Death and destruction coming to you all.
The scripture called it, but it says love. As you were saying, a man, why judge them or why persecute them is love, because they love each other, and they bother nobody and all these things, and it's a cool thing, but the scripture call it, Most High call it what? Vile affection. Because you could say it's love, but the Most High call it vile affection because it's abominable. It's not natural. Purpose is because this society forget the purpose of sex. Sex was created to reproduce. You understand? That is the main primary purpose of sex. To bring forth descendants, to bring forth children, be fruitful and multiply. That was the purpose. You understand? But you people have corrupted the purpose to make it all about lust and desire and wickedness as well. That's why if a man and a man together and you decide that you go in and curse them out on it, you could go to prison for hate speech. Right? Hey, judging these people according to the way the Most High established things, you could go to prison. So what I'm showing you that this society is against righteousness and they love evil. You can't tell these non-binary people nothing. Right here, imagine you send your daughter to the toilet and a big hardback man following after she go in the woman's bathroom as well. You can't tell he nothing because he identifies as a woman. He might have on a wig, you understand? A full hardback grown man could walk into the woman's bathroom. You can't say a word because he identifies as a woman. These men could go and they show you women completely retarded as well because you accepting this and it ruining you. Because in the UFC and in combat sports, they would allow these men to go and fight against other women and break this skull. How much UFC fights it had where these men literally fractured and broke these women's skulls. You understand? And just beat them down to a pulp. Right? Not even a competition. It's not even a fight. It's like a massacre in the ring. And this society would allow that. And you women uphold it. Your fellow women getting beaten to death in a ring. And you going to uphold that. Why? Because this grown-ass man believe that he's a woman. But your gender have nothing to... Your biological makeup have nothing to do with your thought process. You understand? It have absolutely... These people, they detach from life. The scriptures is really life. These people have detached themselves from reality. Even if you're a man and you tell yourself you're a woman, I'm not going to change the fact that you have XY chromosomes and you have sperm cells in your scrotum. You understand? By you saying a woman, I'm not going to change facts.
These men actually cutting off the rods.
You understand?
So you know what the verse of the scripture says in Deuteronomy 23 verse 1. He said, he that is wounded in the stones or had his private member cut off shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord. These men actually cutting off the rod. Right? You think to bring forth seed, to bring forth life. These are men actually cutting off the rod to for vaginas. They to show how America is the border of wickedness. Right? And you all people here, you want to join hands in them. Join hands with so-called white man, the devil. Right? And this is how America was established. By iniquity. That is how America was established, by bloodshed and iniquity. And you all people can't see that today. What's happening around the world today? The so-called white man just waxing worse and worse. Jakes too. Jake's just waxing worse and worse. Especially Jake, correct? They're waxing worse and worse. And that is supposed to let the multitude perish for born in vain. Let these niggas die the death. The wicked has helped, and that is how the Lord has removed evil from Israel. And then it's to show you the Lord is not a respecter of person. That the Lord scared of you, he's afraid to slay you. Who is you? Why earth and ashes so proud? Who is you that is dust to be blown away in the wind? You so proud. You want to stand up against the Most High. You want to follow the so-called white man. You know, you forget the ways of the Heavenly Father to follow the ways of the white man. Like if he's so great, right? Go all the people, all the run behind the military, right? The scripture says the Egyptians, they are flesh, the chariots are flesh. And not spirits.
Jake just say, have no words that could describe how worse and evil Israel becoming in the earth today. To the point where they don't even look like Israelites, you understand? Besides the dark complexion and the course, whatever the case is, they don't act like Israel, you understand? They just act as if they have become these other nations. Israel does promote homosexuality on the same level as the so-called white man. Israel does promote strong, independent black woman. Israel does promote feminism more so than the so-called white man. You understand? Our women believe in being independent as somehow that is a right thing to not need nobody. You understand?
They will stand up and defend that like if that was part of their tradition. Like if that was part of their covenant. If that was part of the laws. They will stand up and defend that. That if that right by. This is why the blood will be spilled.
Jake, the things Jake does stand up for, it's truly astonishing. And the so-called black woman, she would stand to be strong. It's how dumb it is, right? She don't want to be tied down by she husband, but she will go and be tied down by she employer. She will go and be tied down by she boss. She will go and be tied down by the so-called white man. At the end of the day, if you don't want to be underneath your husband, and you're strong who making you independent, as you say? It's this system. You understand? So you're making this system your husband, and you rather be subject to this system, to your enemy, than be subject to your husband. Because at the end of the day, how these women retarded? You wanna be independent. A man is, the scripture talk about it in 1 verse 4. A man will literally work a job he hates for the rest of his life to be able to provide for you. You understand? That is crazy. He would drive a garbage car to make sure you have a nice car. He would go hungry to make sure you eat. Right? This man will live to make sure you comfortable, live a hard life, a painful, sorrowful life to make sure you comfortable and you know you happy. That quote say the only people that receive unconditional love is women and dogs, you understand? Men don't receive men that only be loved on according to what they could bring forth. You understand? A man would do the most to make sure you good and secure and safe. A man will jump in front of a bullet and die for you women. And you just don't want to cook a plate of food, you understand? And clean up the house and just be a regular woman. You rather go and work and submit to a man that do not care about you. Esau does not care about you. All your food stamps, all the child support, all the jobs. The so-called white man does not care about you people.
They're gonna see that soon when you're gonna take it away.
Yeah.
Yeah. There shall be no work in Egypt. The vintage gonna fail. Yeah. All you proud ass women, all you so-called strong women, strong independent black women, all they're gonna moan and weep. The same men who all they despise and say, that nigga ain't shit. All they're gonna look to run down that nigga. That the same nigga all they're gonna look to run down. When these evils start. Richard, hey, you see that? Done happening already? Whoever I say see, let them see. You know?
So say, man, you will go into a lion's den, you understand? And steal the lion's food and bring it to his wife. It's not even for he, you understand? You bring it to your wife. So you don't want to submit to somebody that actually care about your well-being. You understand? That genuinely care about you and is willing to sacrifice his happiness in exchange for yours. And that's how it has been since the foundation. You understand? Watch a prime example. Watch our forefather Jacob. Jacob became a slave over 14 years for Rachel. A slave. You understand? I think first 7 years he wanted Rachel and then his uncle gave him Leah. And he worked on next 7 years to get Rachel, right? So he had no problem, hey. He submit. You understand? He became a slave for Rachel's sake. You understand? Our forefather Jacob. You understand? So it's in a man nature. It's in a man nature. The scripture says to give honor unto the woman as being the weaker vessel. In a man nature to protect his household, to provide for them, to love them, to be over them, and as I say, protect and provide and take care of them. That's just a man nature. And you women, I don't understand how that could be a bad thing. You understand? How is that a bad thing? You rather go and work for people that hate you to prove that you on the same level as your physical counterpart, as your male counterparts. But as brother say, all are going to be done away with. But remember, you go into the society to be independent, right? So when society collapses, what going to take place with your independence? It will no longer be there, you understand? You will no longer be independent, you will be dependent on the same men that you was hating on.
Let us show that. That the same woman going to cleave on time, man. They're going to say, anyway, they're going to cook the old food now. We have our own food. We will stay now. Because guess what? Water more than flour now. Yeah? You can't go to work. You see women how they getting raped, they getting kidnapped, they getting ravished, they getting killed. You see them crisis already. You know, you ain't want to be left alone. You ain't want to be out in the streets. They will want to be, to be submissive here now in this time. Hey, and hey, guess what? Somebody behind them will say, nah, all I heard you give you. You won't come now. When I'm telling you about it, you ain't want to listen. Nah, you go away.
Yeah, these women, they will beg. As the brother say, a man would do that. Because you realize what? You have the upper hand. People say you make a man worth more than fine gold. And not just any man, but the men of the Lord. So when you tag back, and you say, wait now, but I remember when you reject me. You was papi showing me, you laugh at me. You call me poor. You say me I nothing to offer you. Why are you here begging me for my protection now? You understand? And the nigga say, no, you let you know, nah, you go your way. You understand? Like, keep the same energy. You understand? You keep the same energy you was keeping, I go keep the same energy I was keeping. And that way it is. And they will beg, they will go on their knees and beg. The most will force them back into the submissive position that they were created to be in.
Fire coming just now, fire coming just now for you.
Man.
Next go fire.
Book of Job chapter.
We say fire coming, fire. I didn't know party calling fire coming through. Like if he desire, the destruction was going to be nice. Because he wanted them that desire the day of the Lord. But what end shall be to ye?
The book of Job chapter 21 verse 30 it say, chapter 29 it say, have ye not asked them that go by the way, and do ye not know their token, that the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction, they shall be brought forth to the day of wrath. He said, who shall declare his way to his face, and who shall repay him what he had done? Yet shall he be brought to the grave, and shall remain in the tomb. The clods of the valley shall be sweet unto him, and every man shall draw after him, as there are innumerable before him. How then comfort ye me in vain, seeing your answers they remain falsehood. So the day of destruction was made for the wicked, and he will go down to the grave. You understand? So all you proud niggas out there that want to continue to celebrate the Wali and continue to celebrate all these false these false holidays, the Most High gonna judge you. You understand? The book of Job. The book of Job chapter 31 verse 3 it says, it's not destruction to the wicked and a strange punishment to the workers of iniquity. You understand? Destruction is for the wicked and a strange punishment. It's going to be very strange. But what's going to make it strange? It has never been seen before. You understand? It's going to be new. It's going to be strange when you look up and you see UFOs. When you look up and the sky is darkened with nukes. You understand?
Seeing these mushroom clouds. You're hearing on your television, this is not a drill. This is not a, you know how they say it when it's a high alert. Yeah?
Exactly that. It's gonna be strange. It's not gonna be like something you know, because all these people believe in what normalcy. They genuinely believe that every day gonna be the same forever, like madness. And you realize niggas has been talking so too. Why you, as a slave, would want this society to continue? You are at the bottom of the barrel. You understand? You have been at the bottom of the barrel. And you accepting that fate forever? That scripture say he would remove that yoke of iron upon my neck until we destroyed it. And you realize how physical yoke get removed, because Israel is destroyed. Israel as a people is destroyed physically, is destroyed mentally, is destroyed spiritually on every single level. Everything you could possibly think about, Israel has been corrupted and defiled. You would watch a society like this and you would want this to continue. You see how in America, you see how they be dealing with our people. You had to work minimum wage jobs till you dead, you understand? They could never reach to the top. Israel, you will never reach where the so-called white man is in this society. You okay with that? To be ruled by your oppressors forever? Is that really a faith that you want? The scripture says Israel a homeborn slave. Why is he spoiled? You understand? He can't be, as a God, as a son of the Most High, you can't be content with a life like that.
The elect, the true worshippers are your Basham Yoshai. People in your Basham Yoshai. We waiting on our power. We desire, the kingdom. But Jake mindset. Them is for here. Them wish they could continue forever in this state that they in. And the scripture saying in Hebrews 13 verse 14. It says, for here have we no continuing city, but we seek one to come. Jake is the simple minded. Jake is thinking that. Jake is what? Jake in that YOLO mentality. But we here alone, we are here. We gotta live here. We gotta live it to the best here. When you telling me about what I see, what I think you telling me about me, boy. When you're there, you're done, boy. That is mentality, Jake out.
Precept here, the 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 1, it said this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come, as if men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of Yahweh. That lovers of pleasures more than the Most High is the reason why you accepting homosexuality, why you accepting feminism, why you accepting all that wickedness, because the pleasure of your flesh is greater than serving the Most High. So you refuse to give up that wickedness, you refuse to repent and change from that evil, from that filth, because it feels too good. You understand? That Christianity. That is exactly what Christianity is. That's why there's Lord over there. Jesus Christ died for your sins and the Lord done away with it. So you can tell yourself, right, I will continue to do everything I was doing before, but at least this time I know I will be forgiven. Once I just acknowledge that Jesus exists. You understand? And that madness. Verse 5, it says, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. It says, for of this sort are they which creep into houses, and the captive silly woman laden with sins, led away with diverse lusts. As it guys, our people. You could say this woman represents Israel. Right? That is our people to this day, led away by diverse lusts. Christianity, Islam, LGBT, politics, the education system, astrology, sorcery. Yeah, you know we people love sorcery. You understand? All manner of diverse lusts. All people are going into. But Jake would never come back to the true thing, the true nationality, identity, the true customs, the true ways of our people. They will continue to choose these diverse lusts. It's like that. I say, turn that. You have anything? Can I know with that whole system was edifying? I to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders that do rule at Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to all the Akim out there pushing this gospel in sincerity and truth. Say shalom to you humble and sincere sisters out there as well. The brothers from the GMS Camp saying shalom. Shalom.